record. Hey, hi, I'm an RPG Maker Game Jam Judge. My name's Vinny. This is the start of the recording for Exceed Excess. You're remaking the very first game I've had. Bye, Liberty. Liberty has to go because Liberty has to judge this game. I'm starting the recording now. So, go now. Boo. Alright, let's start this game. Thank you for making this game, by the way. Every game's a gift. They say that God in his shame averted his eyes. From what? That on the night of the bloodletting, he glimpsed the vastness of man's sin and could bear to look no longer. It's B-E-A-R, but that's fine. And thus the devil turned his gaze on us instead. That night, the sun bled. The mountains tore open. The devil emerged, and he had 3 eyes and 3 mouthes. With its, it should be no apostrophe, first eye, it saw humanity in all their nakedness, and with the second, it recognized their indiscretions. The third, it envisioned their demise. With the first, mouth cried out and cursed man and the earth they stood upon. Second gnashed its teeth and swore they would despair, with an E, and die. And the third devoured them. Perhaps not all is lost. A boat, an island, a prayer. This is tense. Oh, I like the look. It's looking a little bit XP-ish. Quizzical said next RPG Maker they include a built-in spell check for the devs. Yeah, true. Have you ever seen Sand So Red? A bloodshot on an Isle of Death. Is this Galv's bubble text? Just as the owls foretold. For all the good it did them. That prophecy may still save us yet. If they couldn't save themselves, what hope have we? Come on, we head inland. Nice. No menu just yet, but that's fine. Oh, the running feels good. The camera is doing the thing where it lags behind and it feels weird a little bit. Just a little. There's an obstacle, should be an A, in your path. He can break obstacles, should be an A, which display a green ring. Press the action key to damage the obstacle, should be an A. Each obstacle, should be an A, will take multiple hits, some less, some more. Each action you take costs your character 1 energy point. What are you playing, Blueprints? These are displayed on the left of the screen. Hit the obstacle multiple times, should be an A. That was a large one. It cost him 8 energy points. Not good. Keep going. Hold shift to run. What are we playing? Blueprints, where you have to use your footstep points to get through the mansion? Husband. What is it? I'm scared. Oh. There is a fable-like quality to the he-she type thing. He did this. She did that. It's quite nice. And these little portraits on the left are pretty cool too. I am too, but we have to keep going. There's nothing behind us. How many times would you say should be an A? Your predictions? I don't know. Maybe I should stop saying it, but maybe it's going to be 99 or something. Can't you just hold me and tell me everything's going to be okay? I don't think I can. The world is ending. The elves are dead. We might be the last of humanity. But we're together, aren't we? We made it. We did, and we are until the very end of... No. Beyond the end of everything, we'll always be together. Always and forever, our wedding vow. Not even the end of the world can change that. Yes. Yes, that's right. Let's continue then. This is melodramatic. It's a little over the top, but it's actually kind of good. It's sort of emphasizing their, shared reliance on each other. So you can change between characters. Rain. Setting the tone. Yeah, it's like a very fable-like thing. Yeah, it's like being like, there is a he and there is a she. And they love each other. What is that? It's a magic seal, elven magic, made to keep humans out. Great, humans like us. Ha, humans like you maybe. I can break this, just watch. His military training allows him to overcome obstacles with an A, with feats of strength, should be an A rather. Meanwhile, her speciality, should have no I, after the L, is in complex spells and mechanisms. Wonder what's in the chest. True. You have received I before E except after C, and there's a C. An energy potion. It can replenish a small amount of either character's energy. Press the I key to open the item menu. It's advised to use items sparingly. There are not many on the island. I must be clear, there's spelling errors, sure, but they do not hinder my understanding of the story, so I don't mark them down because there are English as a second language people, and I don't want to who make games, and I don't want to disadvantage them in a contest just because their grasp of English might not be as, you know, crystal clear as some others, and I'm fine with that, you know. Wait, what is this? Boom. There we go. Alrighty. So yeah, it's fine. Hey! I don't know why that's not louder. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Welcome, Goopy VT, Goopy VT, a Goopy VT, a Goopy VT, hey, Goopy VT, a Goopy VT, hey, Goopy VT. Playing some RPG Maker? Nice, welcome in, welcome in. We're playing RPG Maker games. This is a game called Exceed. I'm going to pause the timer. Exceed Excess, and I am a judge for the RPG Maker Game Jam. Everyone go follow Goopy VT. I will follow my own advice and follow Goopy VT live on Twitch. Bam! Goopy VT follow. Thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. What were you up to in RPG Maker, by the way? Welcome in. Slime Girl VTuber. Thank you, Goopy VT. Goopy VT is such a cool name. So we're playing this game called Exceed Excess, and I am liking it. Maybe I'll just put it up here just because it's easier. It used to be up there in previous ones. Yeah. So you're playing games for the Jam. Oh, you're playing games for the Jam too. Awesome. That's awesome. Did you make a game for the Jam? Or are you just enjoying the entries themselves? It's a cool jam, isn't it? No, unfortunately, that's fine. You know, sometimes we need a break, sometimes this and that, or sometimes you just enjoy RPG Maker games and you don't have to, you know. It can be generally agreed upon that any single member of the human race surviving the punishment of mankind was far beyond all expectations. Oh, okay, so it's just saying to us, oh, sorry, I should start the timer again. What were you playing, by the way, Goopy VT? Though some would say that humanity's defining trait may be the ability to exceed their limits. The gap is too far for them to jump. When they came up against an extremely difficult obstacle, they spelled obstacle correct here. They can enter a state that allows them to exceed their limits. I'm going to pause the timer to answer Alice. Maybe, but there's a difference in incorrect using of words and mistakes in syntax, but orthographic mistakes is another matter for me. It could be checked in dictionary. That's fine. I guess we have also been told in our rubric to that is the standard for polish. If the spelling and grammar mistakes overwhelm the story to the point where it becomes like harder to understand, then we start taking points off. But yeah, I've been just playing random RPG Maker games. I get off itch on Saturdays in the jam. Oh, that's awesome. So cool. But yeah, the jam, that's been the thing for the jam. And the thing is, it's something that's easily fixed after the jam. So I feel like what I try to judge here is, at its core, what has been done, how have they gone? Yeah, because, for example, spelling and grammar mistakes that aren't so intrusive, you can always fix those afterwards with a single pass from a person who is good at spelling and grammar or something, you know. So, yeah, that can be easily fixed. But the stuff that can't be easily fixed is like game design stuff and all that sort of thing. So, technically speaking. Press the E key to exceed, then try... Oh, E to exceed. Minor excess. Okay, so they're putting the exceed expectations at the center of the gameplay, which is perfect. It's exactly what we asked for. Last game you played with Egg Quest. Oh, I haven't played that one. Wow. I haven't played that one yet, and I played quite a few. What was it good? Icons with a red background show that the use of exceed is needed. I see. You can also use exceed to quickly remove normal obstacles as well. This may come in useful if you're lacking energy or time. This obstacle has a damage limit of 10, which means if you damage it normally, it will cost you 10 energy points. With exceed, it won't cost you anything. It will be instantly removed. Nice to hear you enjoyed it, Goopy. Try it now. Okay, so let's E to exceed. Boom. Minor excess. Cool, okay. Whenever you choose to exceed your limits, you're burdened with a minor excess. 3 minor excesses will lead to a major excess, which will affect your character in various ways. Affect should be an A if it's a verb. Use your ability to exceed sparingly. Yep, okay. Can you heal in excess? It's just up ahead. Are you ready? Not sure I could ever be, but let's go. Okay. But despite that, see, the dialogue itself is quite well motivated and nice, and it works well, you know? I quite like it. So let's change the character so that this character is sort of... how come I can't press C to change character? Which was it again? Wasn't it C to change character? Or am I forced in this character right now? Or was it something else to change character? Have I just forgotten? Oh dear. Are you sure this is right, love? Yes. Through God's light, there appeared a tunnel which connected the heavens to the depths of the earth. That's how the elves describe this. Look up. Ooh, interesting. Supposedly there is a corridor leading right through heaven and earth at this exact point. And you think we can speak to him? I think we can. I don't have a good feeling about this. We have to try. O great God, we invoke thy name full seer and call thee down to us. Come, appear unto thy mortal creations. Oh, wow. Who's scurrying about up there? That's not him. Have the owls come back to World's End? But it can't be. Oh, this is, yeah. They said they had 3 eyes. The owls are all dead. Humans then? Yes, it must be. Burn the world clean and still they crawl from some dark place. So tell me, how'd you find your way here, children of Ad? Go back. Not so fast. Oh, scary. Whoa. Minor excess. No. Whoa, this is pretty wild. Are you okay? Help me up. Let's get out of here. We made it. How do you feel? Something's wrong. Major excess. Excessive insecurity. Her energy is decreased by roughly 1/3. Yeah, that's not very good. She's been burdened with a major excess. When a character reaches 3 minor burdens, they'll be burdened with a major excess. Major excesses are permanent, should be A, debuffs which have a number of effects on the characters, such as slowing their movement speed or limiting their stamina, etc. Each major can have up to 5 major excesses. In the case that a 6 should be gained, the game will come to an end. Major excesses are unique to both characters. They can be removed, but only in very rare cases. Welcome in, Mr. Oscar. Thank you for the lurker. Thank you for the lurker. So this really is it then, the end of the human race. We came to meet with God and we found the devil instead. I'd say it doesn't get much worse than that. But I'm not you. You've never been one to give up, and you know more than anybody about all this. So you tell me, is there nothing we can do? I think the dev's spelled phonetically rather than is they meant to be spelled? Yeah, it's fine, it's fine. Probably true. People say that it was because God averted eyes that the devil was able to attack the world. What's true for one might be true for the other. Perhaps God can't speak to us now, but because he's watching. We should make it look away. Oh, the eyes? There's an elven legend that says it favors certain areas of the island. And the scythe's eye was drawn to the forest, the mount, and the volcano. And as he loved them so, a piece of his gaze was left behind. Sounds promising, but what does it mean? The elven legends are often surprisingly literal. It could be that it keeps his focus on those areas. Maybe there's something there that could draw its gaze or otherwise blind it. Just long enough for God to get past it. Then we have a plan. Travel the island. Poke him with the eye, save the world. Sounds easy enough. Well then, where do we start? Okay. Very, very fable-like, narrative. I guess we go to the hunting grounds? I don't know. This is the major excess menu. Here you can see all the active and inactive major excesses. This is pretty crazy. During their journey, they can choose to shoulder each other's excesses. Before every journey, you can choose with me to swap major excesses between him and her. Through careful management of the major excesses, you will be able to make quests more manageable. The major excesses menu can only be accessed before departing from the camp. Try swapping major excesses now. Her energy is decreased by roughly 1/3. She has a secret. This burden will come into play later. He has a secret. Fatigue. He moves slowly and can no longer run. Ask him to take on this excess. And you can put it on nausea. Potions will no longer affect him. He will begin to black out. He loses the energy. Should be 1-0. Each time the character is swapped, he can no longer break large objects. Yes, fatigue. But I think no longer run is fine. What's ease of mind? Oh, leave menu. So weird and so interesting. So he can't run, but she can. Oh, what does that do? Nothing? I can just go underneath the tree. Okay. I thought that would do something. This is kind of weird. It's kind of weird. I don't really know how to feel about this. It's very weird. I know I keep saying weird, 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 but it is. Oh, maybe he can do this. Tree and old and might eat it. He gives a little push and the whole thing comes tumbling over. See, I'm not quite sure where the trade-offs begin, because... Okay. It's a boar. Oh, wow. Is that a human? Greetings. I was under the impression the rest of our kind was dead. So were we. We're glad to be proven wrong. As am I, as am I. Always good to have fresh game. Welcome to the hunting grounds. Here, a welcoming gift for you. I trust I'll see you up ahead. Farewell. Well, that was odd. He forgot to take his meat. And what do you mean by fresh game? They've received a small energy potion. They've received a hunter's potion. There's no telling exactly what the potion can do. They've received a crystal leaf. This magical leaf allows the holder to speak to animals in their own tongue. All animals will be understood from now on. Okay. Its stomach has been sliced open, seemingly without a care for the meat, which has been ruined by the stomach's contents. Oh, was it because there's, like, some scary animals in here? The thing is about the trade-off, I don't quite know, for example, whether certain trade-offs are more useful than others. But I guess that's part of, like, the gamble. Like, why would I ever do that one there? There's also, like, there, it's like a bit of possibility. This is a strange game, and I don't quite know how to reckon with its design choices and how to do this game. Let's go excess, yeah. Minor excess. But I hope I'm doing it right, you know? Don't quite know. Such a weird. Water here is fresh and pure, unlike anything they've ever seen anywhere on the island. What does that mean? What do we do? What is... Oh, there's something behind the waterfall? Okay. Small energy potion. Ah, you made it. And just in time. Look up ahead. This creature is rabid and needs to be put down. It doesn't look rabid. Looks can be deceiving, as they say. So will you do the honors? Us? Why us? Let's just say I'd like to get your measure as hunters. So, what do you say? No, let's not kill the rabid dog. Fine, live by your principles, but know this. Oh no, you could have aimed true and killed the creature. Haha, look at it limp. Stop! It's still alive. Look how it twitches. There, dead. It's quite cruel. Not bad, but still too easy for my liking. Wow, that is pretty over the top. Maybe. I knew a lot of righteous people like you. Maybe I was even the same a long time ago, before the war, before this island. When the war started, the game changed. I was no longer hunting birds and bears, but elves. Oh, this is quite dark. I was not hunting for meat, but for misery. I excelled in that, and I loved it. The huntsman, they called me. Not very original, but descriptive, I suppose. So revered was I, so feared, that when I finally met the barbed sting of an elven blade, I was visited by God himself, or perhaps it was the devil. He brought me here and gave me my very own hunting grounds and this bow. It's enchanted, so once fired, a bolt will not stop until it finds its target. Perhaps you've heard such a story. Mine is a little different, though. These arrows do not seek to kill. They do not lodge in the heart. No, they find limb and muscle and artery. Oh, I loved hurting the elves, and I love hurting these animals. Very disturbing. But now I have you. Us, you can't hunt us. We're human, just as you are. Truth be told, I haven't been human for quite some time. So run along, little rabbits. Try to find me, but trust my arrows shall be swifter. Okay. They're hunting us for game. Scary. Let's exceed. And jump. Minor excess. Oh, ouch. Snort. Careful, Snort. This whole area is trapped. Only one path through, Snort. Okay, so what's the path? Ow. Ow. Ooh, ouch. I should switch. Okay, we're from here. Oh my gosh. Okay. Ow. Okay. Ow. Ow. You've received a large energy potion. What is going on? If I stay in the same place, though, they're not going to... the arrows are going to hit me, so why would I... why are the arrows hitting me? Can I avoid them? Where do I go now? See, I can't even avoid them. Well, where do I go? Like... I guess I go here, then. Didn't show me where else the animal went. Okay, yeah. This is like the Undertale style thing. You can't avoid the arrows at all given the character's description. Wait, please don't. What is this? Another of the hunter's sick games? He calls me Animal Door. You have to open me to go through. But it hurts me. It hurts me so bad. This is quite violent. He wants us to cut you open to pass. No glide, terrible design. They expect you to wait for the animal PC, but waiting... Well, it depends if there's another way, Doggo, so I'm not going to assume. But there could be a different way to get through. But there's another way. Look at just over there. You don't have to cut me open. Please don't. Okay, we'll do this one. But we have to... Oopsie. We have to go beyond expectations. Minor excess. Oh, why can't I go there? Why can't I go where they are? Oh, there we go. I have to go in that exact place. Snort, not many make it so far. Avoiding the hunter's arrows, passing the animal door. Bypassing the animal door, they are kind as well. But now you're in the hunter's lair. He's just up ahead, past the water. Water stained and red with our blood, all our blood. You know what he does? Squeak. He kills us all, but that's not all. He does it over and over and over again. Every one of us dies multiple deaths. You mean he brings you back to life just to kill you again? How does he do that? It's not elven magic. Not elven, no, just the magic of God's island. There are crystals that grow from the earth. They have life-giving properties. Life-giving crystals? We could save humanity with them. Not so, not so. Snort. They only work in this forest, grown for the hunter's cruel game and no other reason. He's a monster. Yes, Nick, and... monsters must be slain. When you meet him up ahead, kill him for us. Then we'll take his corpse to the crystal ground. We'll have our revenge. Yes, revenge. We'll have many revenges, time and time again, just as he has done to us. Will you help is grant you a boon that removes one major excess. Animals may also appear and offer you aid in other areas. You must deliver, otherwise you'll be punished with a major excess. If you refuse, you may not gain the reward. We have a burden of blood. What is that? What does that mean? By refusing, you avoid getting the burden of blood, but you will not receive any additional rewards. I wonder what the burden of blood is. I'm going to agree. Snort, thank you. Yes, deliver us his corpse. You don't need to know the rest. Is it because revenge is bad in this game? Are we being punished for revenge? Oh, what? Why is it excess? Potions will no longer affect... Why did we have to excess? I don't know. Okay. Why can't we go? Oh, because we accessed already. Well, okay. You've received a small energy potion. But where's my energy potions? How do I use them? I can't go to a menu, can I? I'm pretty sure that my energy didn't go up. So how do I use my energy potions? Oh, there we go. Replenish. Save. Excess menu. Oh, yeah. Ease of... leave menu. Replenish energy. Yes, I'll just have one... Oh, I didn't... Yeah, well, that's the person who wanted the minor excess anyway. Okay, alright. Cool. While I applaud you for getting so far, not many have. But the thrill of the hunt only goes on so long before it becomes impatience. I'm sorry to tell you so, but your journey is over and you are the last of your race. The last shot before extinction. I've always wondered how that would feel. Do you ever stop talking? Would rather you just shoot than yammer on, don't you agree, love? I do, and you always articulate such thing better than I can. How sweet. I'll bury you together. Okay, well, let's go to the runner. What do we do? Oh, why is that like that? That was a possibility glitch. Why is it doing that? Oh. Why did it do that? I don't know. Did that kill them or what? What did it do? Why am I on top of it? Why am I going down onto the cliff? This is annoying. Okay. Why won't you fight? What does this mean? Is it removing them from being trapped or something? What is going on? Why is it doing that? Okay. It's really annoying. It's just really annoying. This whole thing. I don't know. Minor excess. Am I freeing them? I am freeing them, right? Fight, dang you. Okay. I guess I... Okay. Major excess. She can no longer jump over gaps. Why? Why don't you fight back? We've seen enough violence. It's that which brought us here. But there is nothing else. The world is ended and the only things that are left are pain, cruelty, and violence. We just don't believe that. The world ended because of violence. We won't save it the same way. Then what else is there? Love. What a fantasy. It doesn't exist. Perhaps not for someone like you, but for us it is real and it's more powerful than anything in the world. What a joke. A fairy tale. But if that really is all that's left, then what place is there for a man like me? You're not a man, you said it yourself. You stopped being a man long before you came here, though. Back when you began to see joy in others' pain. But you are right, there is no place in the world for a thing such as you. Then so be it. Oh, he fell. I can't change character. You swore to help us and you betrayed our trust. I suppose so. Thing is, I don't really know what it meant. Did it mean that you were going to torture or what? And then did you want the body? I didn't know it was going to jump off the edge. I don't know. The hunter will rest now instead of suffering the pain he inflicted on us. We shall never know the taste of revenge. The whole forest curse you. Take your leave and be gone. I basically saved your animals, I think. I think I was getting rid of them by a web or something. And why doesn't it have the energy on the top left anymore? It's the devil. No, it's not. It's just an aspect of it. What does that mean? It's like it left a little bit of itself behind. It still is, but it's not the same thing. But can it see us? I think so, but perhaps not clearly. It could be like if you cut off your hand, but instead of losing all connection with it, you could still faintly feel whatever it touched. But leave it in another place and you might not be able to identify the feeling. Does that make sense? No. But it doesn't matter now. Can it see us or not? Yes, maybe, but not directly. What should we do? We have to close it. That way the devil will lose the connection with it, but that will also affect its main body. Does it even have a body? Look, I don't know. I don't have all the answers. Gods and devils don't exactly operate by human rules. I believe that if we shut this projected eye, it should affect the devil as a whole. It will be like suddenly got sand in its eye. Sand in the eye, I understand. Let's do this thing. Okay. Something has changed in my forest. I don't see my huntsman anymore. Is he dead then? Yes, dead. Dead by his own hand. And what pushed him to such an action? Was it you, children of Ard? Yes, it was you, but only because you refused to perpetuate the cycle. You cannot be condemned for that. Boon of calm. May you show such measure always. Will you do it? Here goes. A lot of screen shaking. Okay. Let's go to Hot Ruck and Sons, I guess. How do you get up there? Oh, it's shared. That one's shared. Yeah. Okay. Exhaustion. What do we give to them? Deals damage. Double damage. No. Let's just go back. I don't want to do the excess. Okay. It's just really. It's a bit of an icky menu. Leave menu. Okay. Whew. I'm going to take my jumper off. I'm just going to pause while I take my jumper off. 1 second, because it's getting hot in here. Okay, resuming the timer. Core. Okay. We're on the wall. Why are we on the cave wall? There's quite a few what I think they're like possibility errors in this. And that floating thing is a little out of place. I don't want to replenish energy. Okay, when I click escape, it went into that menu. Why am I back there? That's not where I left. I was all the way in there. Oi, what's this? A new customer? Welcome, welcome. Roll up and nice to meet you. What can I do for you? Loan, credit, life insurance, death insurance? What are you, human? We got a special on imminent extinction insurance just for you and your kind. What is this place? What is it, he asks. It's Hot Rock and Sons Bank, innit? What Rock and Sons? Hot Rock and Sons. Hot Rock? That's what I said, ain't it? What's wrong with yous? Whole end of the world thing got you down, has it? I guess you could say that. Say that's just perfect, actually. Just so happens we're running trials on a new special kind of currency. Something outside of normal markets, if you get my drift. We're calling it the drop. A new currency for a new era of existence. After all, stocks are tanking now that the devil's set on destroying humanity. This does feel a little bit immersion breaking for what I've seen before. Just because it's like stocks are tanking. What is it? You know. So what do you say? Want to invest, or better yet, how about you volunteer to help us? A trial on new venture. Could work out very well for everyone if all goes to plan. As enticing as that sounds, that's not why we're here. We're looking for a devil, or it's gazed at least. Now, why would you be looking for such a thing? Do you know where it is? Of course I do. Right on through the back, past the mines and through to the core. Sure you want to go that way, though? It's not about wanting to, we have to. Alright then, wonderful. That'll cost you 84 Zen for entrance into the main vault, 3 souls for the great door, and then there's the toll. Hold up, hotshot. We don't really think to bring spending money on this little getaway. Ah, don't mention it, not another word. We here at Ot Rock Bank got you covered. I'll open an account for you, just sign here. Knives there, nice and sharp it is, just a prick and a dab and I'll have you all signed up. I don't know about this. We're literally confronting the devil so we can talk to God. What arm's the little dick gonna do? Couldn't said it better myself. Not to worry, just a prick and a dab. Come on now, done. Very good, very good. Napkins are there, don't spill a drop. Right, that's done. Any expenditure, I'll just add it to your tab. Feel free to borrow all you like. We'll sort out remunerations later. Don't you worry. I think, is it remunerations or is it remunerations? It's remuneration. Okay. My bad. I'm the wrong one. Enjoy your stay at Ot Rock Bank. I do hope you find all you're looking for. Oh, and if you change your mind about the drop, just let us know. While in Hot Rock Bank, it is possible to build up debt by breaking objects, buying items, or in other ways. At some point, at the bank's discretion, that debt may be taken from your energy. Your debt is displayed beneath the character portrait. Okay. You've been charged an administration fee. You've been charged an onboarding fee. You've been charged an account maintenance fee. You've been charged a minimum balance fee. Okay. Yeah, this is clearly a parody. Fair enough, you know. Or you break it, you bought it, I'm putting that on your tab. Yep. What is all this stuff? Door is locked with an average key. Pick the lock or find a key. What are these places here? The door is locked with a fire symbol on it. Pick a lock or find a key. Where's the keys? Spirit stares at you blankly. Welcome, welcome. Roll up and nice to meet you. We already met you in the other room. Oh, you did in that. So sorry. Many souls come through the bank and it's easy to forget a face. Heading up to the mine, are you? There'll be 3 souls and 3 for the door, of course. Put it on our tab. Oh, no, I can do, I'm afraid. This way is special and requires a special payment. Only souls will do. Sigh, what are souls? Oh, you'll see him wandering around. Speak to him, get their deeds, and come back here. If it's that easy, why don't you catch them yourself? It's not Ot Rock Bank's responsibility to make money, only to take and manage it. Remember, you need 3 coins for the toll and 3 to open the door. Alternatively, you might be able to convince me to make a deal, let's say. Okay. Okay. 1 sec. Yes. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Sega's Emporium. Here you can buy anything you can dream of. Really? We bet the end of humanity. We dream pretty big. I will say that the tone has changed a massive amount from this to this one from the last. This seems like almost like comical, and the last one is like very was very dour and very depressing and included animal torture and all this stuff. I mean, in a way, this is, you know, it could be similarly wild, but yeah, it's a bit jarring is all. Well, no, not really. Truth is, I ain't got bugger all since the world ended and all. Still, you want what I got? Help yourself. I'll take coins or add it to your tab. Just please buy summon. They have 0 souls. What's the debt? Why is the debt oh, because if you walk on the gold? Oh, you're looking to pass the toll, are you? Well, you need souls for that. I might be able to help you there. So I've got a little deal with the devil. The thing that, like souls, you know, don't know what it does with them, but I hear them screaming from the core. Anyway, let's not dwell on that. I got an opportunity for you. Any souls you find, sell them to me. In return, for every 1 soul, I'll give you 2 cursed souls. How, you ask? Well, they're going to the devil anyway. I'll just rip the pathetic buggers in half and make new coins from the essence. Beauty of it is no one can ever tell the difference. That's right, simple. I'll double your money. No catch, no strings, no questions. I only know that any souls you sell to me are going right to the devil. But hey, that ain't our problem, not when the profit to be made. Okay. Wall seems a bit unsteady. Yeah, okay, that could be, we could do something there. Ah, debt, really? Hello there, I told you talking to the tollman. You need souls to pass the toll and the door, although there are other ways. If you're willing to make a sacrifice, you could pass by exceeding yourself. Not sure why you do that. Well, here's the thing, you're seeing the souls wandering around, read their deeds. These were people once, but they've all drained of all humanity, cursed to work in this accursed bank for eternity, or until the devil finds them. But they're not lost. I know someone who can save them. Give them to me and I should see what their humanity is restored, and although they can never pass on now, we can help them be them peaceful, maybe even happy ghosts. If you sell me souls you collect, I'll give you a blessed soul instead. But there's a problem. I make blessed soul by taking a tiny amount of energy from the souls you give me, but I dare not take too much. So for every 2 souls you give me, I can only return 1 blessed soul. In essence, you'll be halving your money by saving them, but I swear they'll be better for it. I know it is a difficult thing to ask, but please consider helping these poor souls. I will be the nice person. Let's pick the lock. Let's exceed for this one. This indenture witnesseth that upon the natural death of Cain Forble, he leaveth the debt of 278% of his life's earnings to the landowner on Prairie Rays. The owner himself indebted to Hot Rock and Sons therefore doth voluntarily donate Mr. Forble, along with all debt, to the Honourable Bank. In his absence, it must be assumed that Mr. Forble would agree to such a deal due to the love of his friend and master. Yes, I got that soul. Cool. Debt collection. Hot Rock and Sons demand you repay their debt of 28. You've received a pickaxe. This handy tool can bring out certain walls. Debt will be taken from one character's energy. Any debt left outstanding will be offset with a cost of 100% interest. Who should pay the debt? Him. Whoa, that's crazy. Well, this is intense. I gotta admit, I don't quite know how all this works. It's just confusing me quite a bit. Let's use the pickaxe. I hope it's like a thing where I'm doing things and I hope I'm doing okay, but I don't quite know, you know? I don't even know if what I'm doing is as evil or as good as I think it is. It's just a lot of it is quite confusing to me. And this might just be my personal interpretation of it, but it's just a lot of it is kind of quite hard to understand. This indenture witnesseth that by the time of Craig Lamb's natural death, he did not completeth his contract with Hot Rock and Sons Bank, with 20 years of service left in arrears. It is hereby stated that Mr. Lamb's soul be given over until the terms of blah blah blah. It is observed that his behaviour may have rendered the original terms of employment null and void. Contract should be reset to the original term of 50 years, which may be twice renewed if the bank should... Yeah, I'm going to claim all the souls and I'm going to try and free them, etc. But see, that freeing process of becoming a ghost, is that even a good thing for them? I just don't like not knowing. What does this mean? Wait, what? 2. This one here. I guess don't step on any gold. Average key can open any average lock. See, so the thing is, how am I to know that a key would be in there so I can use it on a different lock? Because I just used... I don't need that anymore. Because I opened the one that required an average key. It's not really a test of skill. It's a test of, oh, have you played this game before? Sorry I'm getting a little bit tilted. But it just, sometimes it doesn't... I don't know. I'll say my thoughts after. Who are you? Don't worry, we're not going to hurt you. What are you doing here? I was part of a school group. Our teacher has said our parents had volunteered us. Volunteered you for what? I don't know, it's something about a new kind of money. They said if the children help them, the mummies and daddies will get rich and be happy. I want my mummy and daddy to be happy, but I'm scared. You said you were with the class? Where are the rest of you? They already got taken. Taken where? I don't know. The grown-ups come and take us one by one. They go to the core and help them make money. But they don't come back. They say they go home, but I know when a grown-up is lying to me, and these ones lie all the time. Okay, we need to get you out of here. Whatever they're doing, it seems twisted. Do you have one on the outside? Anyone on the outside? What about your parents? I know where they are. What is it? They gave me to the bank. What if they give me back? They wouldn't, would they? You're their child. Lots of the children think their mummies and daddies love money more than them. I think so too. Is there anyone else? My brother. He used to work here in the bank, but he ran away. Maybe he would help me. Okay, good, but how can we find him? He used to send me secret letters tied to a crow's foot. A crow's foot? He was really good at talking to birds. Maybe if we can find a crow, we can get a message to him. It's worth a try. Thank you. Please hurry. I think I'm the last one. And then this is a wall, I think. Wait, what's in here? Okay. Is there anything in here that, other than money? Or is it just a false wall? Okay. I guess it's just a false wall with nothing in there. A lot of things about this game confuse me. Is there a flame key I can purchase from this person? No, no flame key. Soothing balm. What's a soothing balm? I don't know. Oh, here's one here. Pickaxe. UP. Okay, we'll come back here. Maybe that's the way through. Ow! Let's give some souls in. Okay, I need some souls. Let's just open this one, shall we? Repay your debt of 26. Debt will be taken from one character's energy. Any debt left outstanding will be offset at a cost of 100% interest. Excess of sensitivity. Hazard to deal double damage. Oh, I was skipping through it. This indenture witnesseth that the child Layla Jan will be taken unto the care of two Hot Rock and Sons. Upon the untimely death of her parents who hadeth employ with the bank, she did inherit their debt of service amounting to a total of 87 years. If by any misfortune Miss Applestar were to die while under Hot Rock and Sons' care, her soul shall be retained until she hath paid her parents' debt in full, and at a rate of 100% interest, not including expenses indebted through her time as ward. Claim the soul. Yeah, okay. Okay. Claiming the soul. Ice symbol. Okay, minor excess on this character, and then, yeah. Crichton Scar, who did take Winter of the Year Maple, did so in attempt to avoid reciprocations on a loan fairly and honestly lent him for an indefinite period of time until all interest be repaid. Blah, blah, blah. Yes. And then you run around, and then the poor souls, we will give these 2 souls for 1 blessed soul. I don't know what that does. What does that do? Blessed souls. What happens? It's like ouch, 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 ouch. Debt collection. Man, there's so much excess we're paying. Ouch, ouch. Ouch, ouch. 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 Oopsie, ouch. And then up here. What's up here? Oh, nothing? Okay. Because the UI is covering it, so I don't quite know. Oh, come on. Wait, why am I repaying my debt of 36? Why did I... So it came all the way back here. That was what that shortcut was for. Ah, oh, man, I've already opened that door. Pay with less souls? Payment needed 2 souls. Less souls? Well, we don't have any more souls we can free, right? Oh, this is a soul. Yes, for 10 debt. And then we could just use this soul because I can't see another soul. Can't see another soul around. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's the only... What do I have to do for this person again? I forgot. Why am I getting more debt? I know why I'm getting more debt. I just pay with this soul. Good doing business with you. You're all paid up. Gone through. Remember, you'll need 3 souls to open the door unless you find another way. 3 soul. Why? Yeah. Why is this? Why can I walk on the tables like that? So I need 3 souls to pay to you and 3 souls to open the door. Just take a major excess. It doesn't matter. Take a major excess. I can no longer break big objects. Fine. I think there's a lot that's innovative about this game, but it doesn't exactly feel good to just take endless excesses and not know whether I'm doing like a good job or not. And all they do is just make gameplay feel worse. Well, you made it this far, I see. Well done, well done. Suppose you know all the bank's secrets now, eh? Well, never mind. People always knew our dirty little lies, and they looked the other way anyhow. That's how it always worked in reality. We provide, and people pretend not to know how. So what about you? You shocked, excited, or plain uninterested in what we're doing here? Uninterested. You say that, but I wonder. Everyone cares because whether they like to admit it or not, Hot Rock & Sons owns, controls, and dictates every aspect of their lives. I mean, that's true. What they're parodying is true. I do understand that. It's like that whole thing of like once you get into a trap of debt, it's like, oh, you get greedy, and then the money, you have to get into a hole of interest and this and that. It's actually kind of a wild concept, so I do admire it for that. You want to step outside? We own the dirt beneath your feet. You're just renting permission to stand on it. You want to breathe easy? That oxygen is ours, but can be given for a price. So really, how little do you care after all? 2 words. Anyway, you come to see the eye, haven't you? It's just up ahead, only there is a charge for entrance and an administration fee, not to mention the surplus US expenditure for the devil's time. Don't you worry, we'll just add to your debt. Only time has come to pay it back, I reckon. And if you can't afford it, well, then we've got a little clause in your contract saying we can take your soul. You did read that, didn't you? What's all this about it now? We've paid all your tolls, taken on the debt. What more do you want? Well, as I said, we want your souls. You can't have them. Incorrect. They're already ours. You just got to hash out the details. And what if we refuse? Oh, please do. Then we'll just rip them out of you. But it's not necessary, really. Listen, your souls only become ours after death. That means you got your whole life free as a bird. What's there to lose, really? We will not sell our souls before or after death. Fine then, due to breach of contract, I'm setting your interest to cumulative. Every second now you'll be gaining more debt until we demand it back. If you don't have your energy, you're dead and your soul is ours. You can't do that. But I really actually can, and I am doing it. You want to get past me now, you're going to have to sell me your souls or wait until I tear them out. No more discussing details. Make your choice. Debt collection. Repay your debt of... No. We're always here if you change your mind. How come I can... Oh, that's right. Oh, what is going on? Debt collection... Okay. Well, what's going... Why can't I... Okay, what was the point of this one then? I didn't think it was going to jump back and forth like that. Ah. Yeah, I understand. Because I understand the gameplay. I just really, really don't want to play more. I think because I understand what's going on. It's like you have to manage your weakness over a long period of time, and it actually is quite clever. It's just painful. Because, for example, here, I don't think I actually have enough lack of excess to go on. So I have to reload a previous save. And just do all the same stuff again. And while theme-wise, it might actually be quite... I mean, it's almost perfect, I'd say, theme-wise, perfectly, Oh, and we can't push those, I think, because we don't have strength. Technically, we can sell our souls, but I just don't think that's... Well, it doesn't say our debt, right? You have to repay our debt of something. Debt collection. demand you pay your debt of. It doesn't have any thing there, any variable. It's all going weird. I can't do that one, so I can't go on. I literally can't continue, so I don't know. I have to reload a previous save, I think. What is this doing? Oh, oh, there we go. So I just have to reload a previous save and redo maybe about 20 minutes, I think. I don't want to do that. I guess I'll just sell my soul then and see what that does. Yeah, let's sell our soul. And it's as easy as that. A please doing business with you. It's hardly business. We didn't have a choice. There's always a choice. We just try to fudge your perception a little, so it seems like there ain't perception. But for what it's worth, you did the right thing here. Now you get to enjoy a nice long life, and after all that, we just take a little bit of you. And because of what you've given us, we get to keep experimenting, working, and profiting. The drip is going to be huge after all. Those poor people, though. Hey now, what did I say? You just got to not think about them and the path ahead is clear. Their misery will lead to your happiness. Or, well, actually my contract says I can't promise that. We don't trade in happiness, see? Then let's say their misery will lead to your wealth. Ain't nothing so simple and pure as that. Enjoy your time with you so long and we'll be seeing you. Okay, alright. Let's just see how this one pans out. Because I didn't want to do that, but the alternative, this is just to see an ending within the 6 minutes I have left with this game. The alternative is to replay the 20 minutes that I did, maybe in a different way, and that might be fun in a way, but it's also quite punishing. But that's the whole design of the game, so well, I can't, argue against it. What have you done here? Ah, of course, a tale as old as time. The children of Ard more than happy to sell their souls for an immediate gain. Let me make sure you profit from this. Burden of wealth. May you forever be indebted, forever scurrying for the deal, forever debasing yourself for any small profit you may make, and more for you, glutton. Another gift, who will take it? Him then. Major excess on him. Oh, that's just game over. I forgot about that. Okay, back to... So we just have to put on her instead. It's just a lot of replaying of all these scenes. Just the same thing. Maybe if I'd done things better previously, then I wouldn't have had to be forced to do this, but my body literally can't be dragged. I think it can. Maybe it can be. I mean, a lot of the things here are technically well designed and they're around expectations. Burden of wealth, and then the excess gets put on someone. Her, she will. Hallucinations occur. We need to finish it. I'll do it. I wonder if there's a way to, like, not even do that much excesses. I want to see... Oh, you've reached the end of this build of Exceed. Oh, we've reached the end. Wow, thank you for playing. Okay. Alrighty. Okay. Exceed excess. Okay. Just in time. Hey, Goopy, welcome back. Yeah, sorry, you were watching, sorry. Just in time for the timer. Yes, you're right. You are correct. You were watching. Exceed excess. Wow, there's a lot of systems in here. What I will say, let me start with the positives. What an original concept. Original world, very dour, filled with despicable beings and choices to be, whether you are to be despicable or not, balanced against your internal sort of idea of how you are going to give of yourself, your excesses, your energies, your things, your energy and yourself, to the point where I was maybe a bit too selfless and I just lost out on the whole excess thing because I gave myself way too many major excesses trying to help people. But then there were like loops around where it did a loop around in the tunnel where I just went in a loop and then it didn't matter after all that because I just went to a room where I already had opened it with my door. And just things like that, like opening a door and then the key is in there to open a different door. But how was I supposed to know that that key was in there? I guess it's that the design is intentionally supposed to reward multiple playthroughs, but I will be honest in saying I don't think it's a very fun game to replay. I wouldn't guess it is, because I would just guess that most of the content is the same every replay. You just have to try and do it a little more efficiently. I'm glad I got to finish it though, but I'm sad that I had to sell my soul in doing so. But yeah, that's how I feel about the game, is that part of me very much admires the attempt at really probably doing the most out of any Game Jam entry I've played so far to meet the theme of Beyond Expectations. So it's not hard to imagine what I will give this game in terms of the theme being implemented. Gameplay, the systems are actually quite complex, but I would say the trade-offs and strategy require knowledge that you don't have. So strategy is kind of hard to come across. You're sort of just randomly going around trying stuff. And I guess the strategy will be in multiple playthroughs where you try and find the correct path. And I'm thinking of like Fear and Hunger. I've only played Termina, by the way, and I haven't even finished that. But like the trial and error trying to find the correct route. But something about Fear and Hunger Termina, it's fun each time because there's a whole lot of different possibilities that you can entertain. Whereas with this, I'd have to play it multiple times to figure out, but I don't have time for that. But like it seems to the drawbacks that you have are really punishing. Kind of like, there are some in Fear and Hunger Termina that do that, where it's like, oh, if you cut off your limb, then you can't use it anymore, things like that. But that's a really hard balance to sort of have. And in that, you can just die and try again, and you have the knowledge that you did previously. But in this, it's sort of a bit more involved, maybe? I don't know. It's not as fun. So I think the end result of this is that I had a lot of frustration, and I didn't have much strategy to know whether the decisions I was making were the right ones. And thus, while there's much to admire about this, there was a lot of frustration that hampered my experience and made it quite frustrating. You could probably hear it in my voice as I was playing. I was getting very annoyed. I was getting very frustrated at the game. And I actually really like some of the things here in concept, like the idea of long-term debuffs and stuff. But some of the debuffs are just straight cruel, like putting, I don't know, skulls on the front or making you really slow. The one that made you really slow and darkened you out made me like just basically not use the blue guy. It made me not use him for most of the traversal, and it just made it more annoying to play through. And I think that might be what kind of draws it back for me, is that you could have the exceed excess, the major excess debuffs be not so punishing, and just like a thing from the characters, not like a full-on like, oh, your screen will be dark and it'll have hallucinations. It's clever, and it's pretty immersive, but like it's also annoying. Sorry, I'm just gonna say that it makes playing the game annoying. So it's a balance, right? And I think maybe other people might feel differently about this, but I did have quite a frustrating time playing this game, while still admiring its originality and its bravery and its tackling the concept. So there's mixed thoughts about this. Indeed. Thank you for making this game. You are clearly an extremely talented developer, and this was a big swing, which I very much appreciate when ambition goes, and you're like, wow, I tried this, but yeah, it's... Well, let's just judge based on the 5 categories. Thank you for making this game. We'll go for theme, gameplay, engagement, presentation, and polish, which are the 5 ways in the rubric that we're judging this. Theme, I think it's safe to say, I'm just going to spoil the score. I don't usually spoil the score. Perfect score, the best implementation and most central implementation of the Game Jam's theme I've seen in the entries so far. It's in everything in the game. It's central. An entire invented mechanical system based on the theme. Big points here. Well done. So I just want to say this is like the perfect example of a game that tackles theme. Absolutely perfect example of that. Gameplay. Now it's the gameplay is split up into gameplay and engagement, where gameplay is like how much I am impressed by the systems at play, and then engage and how they theoretically work, and engagement is how it actually emotionally affected me, the gameplay and the mechanics and the story and the entire presentation of the emotionally engaging, how much I wanted to play more, basically. So with gameplay, which is the technical side, actually very technically competent. Lots of custom systems interlocking in interesting ways. But on a theoretical basis, there are some trade-offs which require knowledge. There are many trade-offs, which require knowledge that the player doesn't have unless they play the game multiple times. Like what's behind a door, what's through a secret entrance, what's through a secret passage, etc. That plays into a game like Fear and Hunger, Termina, where you could have multiple playthroughs and hone your run each time. However, there's just too much cutscenes, exploration-based sequences that are linear, and that I would suspect it doesn't benefit from multiple playthroughs. The mechanics are impressive, but I still think some more thought should be put into design. Good, but with improvements possible. That's what I feel about it. Engagement. While technically adventurous, I found myself oftentimes very frustrated with its constant debuffing, which is the point of the game. But it also doesn't mean I had fun. I also liked the dour side of the story more so than the comical side, including the accent, the whole bank sequence being played for laughs oftentimes. But then it got serious towards the end. It just felt a bit tonally inconsistent. But overall, a big swing, so I'll give it that. Presentation. Quite massive maps and big, and the UI is quite massive maps and sprawling. I should say quite massive sprawling maps. I'm just writing this down, by the way. Audio is great. What about it? UI could use some work, is a bit tricky sometimes to know what's happening, and then some of the pictures show in weird order, so I get confused about what's actually happening. There we go. That's presentation. And then polish, some passability errors throughout. There we go. Alrighty. Yeah, so that's that. Exceed excess. Ooh. Alright, thank you for making this game. I know it might have sounded annoyed throughout, and that was because I was, but it doesn't mean that you made a bad game. It means that the game is, it's very on theme, and I admire it more than I enjoy playing it. It might be for others more than me. It feels like it's for a sadist, self-sadist or masochist, but yeah, I feel drained after this. But good on you for making a well-polished game that has that's on theme and that does well in that regard. Thank you so much for making it. And every game is a gift. Every game is a gift. Cheers and cheers. All right. And I'm going to end the recording. Sometimes it ends the stream because OBS bugs out. I'm sorry if that happens, but I'm going to ask if I'm still on stream after I stop recording. Thank you.